सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दम् अवाङ्मनसगोचरम् आत्मानमखिलाधारम् आश्रयेभीष्टसिद्धये अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दान् अतीतद्वैतभानतः गुरूणाराध्य वेदान्त सारं वक्ष्ये यथामति। उस समझी हाँ।
We completed the 5th chapter. At the end, we saw that in the last class we saw a shloka in which it is said for how much length of time one should do sadhana. Aham brahmeti vakyartha godo yavat dhriti bhavet samadhi sahit astavat abhyaset shravanadikam. So it says, until the knowledge of I am Brahma becomes very firm, till then one should practice Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana along with Samadhi, that is Sadhana Chatushkaya Sampatti. And thus we completed the first 5th chapter. And
Completed what? First?
5th.
Okay.
Yes. It was coming.
I heard first picture. Nice to hear. Okay.
So now we are seeing the 6th chapter, where the result of Brahma Jnana is described in terms of Jivan Mukti and Videt Mukti. And we were seeing the 217th Khanda, where the description of Jivan Mukta is done. Jivan Mukto Nama Swaswarupakhanda Brahma Jnanena Tadajnana Vadhana Dwara Swaswarupakhanda Brahmani Sakshatkrute Ajnana Tatkarya Sanchita Karma Samshaya Viparyadinamapi Bhaditatvat Akhila Bandharahitaha Brahma Nishtaha. So Jivan Muktaha means Brahma Nishtaha, the one who has got abidance in the knowledge of I am Brahma. What is the result of this? Akhila Bandharahitaha. He is the one who is free from all kinds of bondages. And how does this happen? What is the reason? Ajnana Tatkarya Sanchita Karma Samshaya Viparyayadinamapi Bhaditatvad. Because of the negation of what? Of Ajnanam and its effects. And what are the effects? Sanchita Karma, Samshaya, Viparyaya, Bhaya, etc. And here Bhaditatvad has got the meaning, has got two different meanings. One is negation and one is dismissal. Ajnana is directly dismissed. Means Ajnanam does not remain at all. Then its karyam, that is Sanchit Karma, is also dismissed. Samshaya, there are also dismissed. There are no doubts. And we saw a list of doubts also. And the Viparyaya, the habitual error, is also dismissed. Sometimes the Kartrutva Buddhi or Parichinnatva Buddhi is there, but it is Badita, means it is Mithya Nishchaya of that particular Buddhi, there is Mithya Nishchaya, and therefore it is negated. It is not completely dismissed. And this particular Bhaditattvam, when does it happen? Swaswarupa Khanda Brahmani Sakshat Krute. When there is immediate appreciation, means Pratibandha Rahita Aparoksha Jnanam. Of what? Of the Brahma which is indivisible and which is one's own nature. Then this negation happens. And here we spend some time on the word Sakshatkara. This word Sakshatkara is, as we saw just now, is Jnanam. But what kind of Jnanam? The Jnanam which is obstacle free and in which there is immediate appreciation of Brahma as Atma. And this indicates, it has the connotation that Brahma is not far from me. Another thing it shows is that there is conviction regarding this Jnanam that I am Brahma. The third thing this word shows is that there is clarity also, complete clarity regarding this knowledge. That's why this word Sakshatkara is used by the Shastra and Shastrakara. And how does this happen? How does this kind of Sakshatkara happen? Tad Ajnana Bhadana Dwara. And here, Tad refers to Swaswarupa Khanda Brahma Jnanam.
Brahma Jnanam.
Brahma. Yes. Aham Brahma iti Ajnana Bhadana Dwara.
Aham Brahma. Aham Brahma iti Ajnana.
The Ajnanam regarding Aham Brahma. In that sense.
Aham Brahma is not a Ajnana Swarupa. Iti Asya Ajnana. Okay.
Through the negation of the ignorance of the fact that I am Brahma.
Here negation is in the form of removal.
And how does this removal happen? How does this removal take place? Swaswarupa Khanda Brahma Jnanena. The removal of ignorance is through knowledge. What is the knowledge here? Knowledge is of the indivisible reality Brahma, which is my own nature. So thus, the definition of Jivan Muktaha was given as Brahma Nishtaha, who is free from all kinds of bondages.
So here, Swaswarupa Khanda Brahma Jnanena Sakshat Brahmani Sakshat Krute. There can be a question, no? What is the difference between the Sakshatkara of Brahma and Akhanda Brahma Jnana? So Akhanda Brahma Jnanam can be taken as a vritti, Pramana Bhuta. Pramana Bhuta vritti, Akhandakara vritti. By that Ajnana is Bhadanam, and therefore Brahman is Sakshat Krita, means claimed as oneself. And also to convey the idea that there is no Paroksha Jnanam of Brahma, there is no Pratibandha in that appreciation. And there is no, and the Pratibandha includes the Samshaya Viparya. So, to show that clarity and absence of any obstacle, the Brahmani Sakshat Krite. So, by Swaswarupa Akhanda Brahma Jnanena, so Brahma Jnanena we can say Brahmakara Vrittya, Ajnana Bada, and then Akhanda Brahma is Sakshat Krita, is owned up as oneself without any obstacle. And then this Ajnana Tatkarya Badhita. Alright. So it is a double is given. So one is is in the sense of sadhanam, other is in the sense of sadhyam. Otherwise both are same only. Okay. Word, if you take the word Brahma Jnanam and Brahma Sakshatkara, really there is no difference. Only since both words are given, we will attribute some difference of quality. That Brahma Jnana Akhandakara Vritti, it has done the job of Ajnana Nivritti, therefore Akhanda Sakshat, Akhanda Brahma Sakshatkara is there, and therefore Ajnana Tatkarya is gone. Okay. That Ajnana Tatkarya is considered to be the result of Sakshatkara. And Brahma Jnana and Ajnana Badhanam is the Pramana has removed the ignorance. In that way, slight difference we have to make. Alright. So, this 217th paragraph talked about Jivan Mukta as Brahmanistha who is free from Akhila Bandha Rahita. Who is free from Akhila Bandha. Okay. And Akhila Bandha Rahita has got a Padakritya that if you say simply Brahmanistha, then somebody said everybody is Brahmanistha only. Really speaking, Kasyapi Brahma Bhinne Sthitihi Nasti. No one has got its abidance, its basis other than Brahman. Therefore, Brahmanistha is Akhila Bandha Rahita Brahmanistha. Ajnani also factually Brahmanistha only. In a sense. In the sense of having its basis as Brahman, Brahmanistha. But he is not Akhila Bandha Rahita. Ajnani is not Akhila Bandha Rahita. He is bound. He, at least experiential bondage is there. Alright. Then, now this idea that by Jnanam alone a person becomes free from bondage is given, which is given in the 217th paragraph, is substantiated by quoting the Shruti from Mundaka Upanishad in the next sentence. Vidyate Hrudaya Granthihi Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha Kshiyante Chasya Karmani Tasmin Drushte Paravare Ityadi Shrutehe. So here Brahma Jnana Phalam is given. Brahman is presented here as Paravare. Paravare Drishte Tasmin Paravare Drishte Sati. When Paravara Brahman is seen. Seen means is directly, immediately appreciated as oneself. In simple one, Brahmatma Jnane Sati. When Brahman is seen means when Brahma Jnanam has happened, has taken place. And here, as I said, Brahman is presented here as Paravara. Parascha Aso Avarascha Paravara. So here it is not Dvandva Samasa, the Karmadharaya. Parascha Aso Avarascha. Para iti Karanam. Karanam is cause. Avaram is effect. So Paravara means the one who is appearing as the cause and effect both. And we add little more, and one which is free from being the cause and effect. Brahman is that which is available as cause also and effect also. But by itself it is free from being the cause and effect. So Sarvatmake, Karya Karanatmake, Sarvatmake, Karya Karana Bhavarahite, Brahmani. Brahman which is Karya Rupa, if appear as effect, appear as cause, but is free from both. That Brahman is appreciated as Atma. So your commentator says Paravare means Sarvatmake. Sarvatmake Brahmani. Karya and Karana covers everything. Sarvatmake Brahmani Drishti. And very beautifully he puts a note. Sarvatmaka Sarvatmakatva Vachanam Tad Vyatiriktasya Abhava Param. When we say Brahman is in the form of everything, which is presented by the Vakya Sarvam Brahma. Everything is Brahma. So, when Brahman is presented as everything, otherwise called Sarvatmakam Brahma, what is the idea? That Tad Vyatirikta, Brahma Vyatirikta Abhava. There is nothing other than Brahma. That is the message. When it is said everything is Brahma, what it means is there is nothing other than Brahma. Whatever appears to be there is Brahman alone. So here what type of Samanadhikaranyam is there? Ada Samanadhikaranyam. Yat sarvatvena pratiyate tad Brahma eva. What appears to be Sarvam is Brahman alone. So that Sarvatmaka Brahma is called Paravara. And one more interesting definition also he gives. Paravara. Paraha Hiranyagarbha Avaraha Yasmat. बड़ा भी उससे छोटा है ऐसा. Paraha Hiranyagarbha Avaraha Nikrishtaha Yasmat. Means what? Even Hiranyagarbha is inferior to which Brahma? He is called Paravara Brahma. Because Aupadika is Mithya and Hiranyagarbha is Aupadika, and therefore Mithya, and Mithya is Aparam only, Avaram only to the Satyam Nirgunam Brahma. Therefore Param Aparaha Hiranyagarbha Avara Yasmat. Paravare. Alright. So Paravara means Brahma. Satyam Dhanam Anantam Brahma. That Brahman Drishte Sati. Tasmin goes with Paravare. Tasmin Paravare Brahmani Drishte Sati. So we should not say Brahma Drishte Sati. Brahmani Drishte Sati. Alright. Means when a person has appreciated oneself to be Sarvatmaka Brahma, then what is the outcome? Vidyate Hridaya Granthi. Hridaya means the heart. Granthi means the knot. The knot of the heart. Vidyate is destroyed. And this knot of the heart is presented in various ways. Sometimes it is presented as avidya, kama, karma. And sometimes Vidyaranya Swamiji presents in his Anubhuti Prakasha as Hridaya Granthi is Atma Anatmanoho Ahankar Atmanatmanoho Adhyasaha. Atmanatmanoho Itaretaraadhyasaha. The mix up of the self and non-self. Here Tikakara says Ahankaraha Chida Chid Jadatpakatvat Granthi Iva. So Hridaya Granthi means this Ahankara, which is the Chit Jadatpaka. It has got Chitvam and it has got Jadatpakatvam because it is a combination. So Atma Anatma Adhyasaha, represented by Ahankara, is Hridaya Granthi. So the I notion in the body mind sense complex, that is called Hridaya Granthi. Considering oneself to be the body mind sense complex. and thereby having many complexes. That is Hridaya Granthi. That is Vidyate. So no more complex based on the body. No more judgment based on the condition of the body, senses and the mind. Hridaya Granthi Vidyate. And Sarva Shamshayaha Chidyante. All doubts are resolved. When you aparokshataya appreciated yourself to be limitless and the world to be mithya, then all doubts are resolved. Whether we have seen yesterday so many, yesterday only, no? Day before. So many doubts can be there. What is the nature of Jiva? What is the nature of the world? What is the nature of Ishvara? So many doubts. Some people have so much doubt, their face also become doubt, like question mark face. Everywhere question only. So, samshaya. But one thing is, one need not feel bad about doubts. It is better to have doubts and have eagerness to clarify, rather than being totally ignorant or gulping the things down without understanding. Some people they say हमको तो कोई doubt आता ही नहीं. They say that. समझिए आपको कैसे doubt आता है? क्योंकि when I was studying, I used to have so many questions. I was known for having questions. तो बोला आपको question कैसे आता है? हमको तो question नहीं आता है. अच्छी बात है question नहीं आता तो. It can be a good thing also. It can be something not so good. It can be both. If you understand very well, then also no question. If you don't understand at all, then also no question. Both ways. Therefore, nothing to feel bad about having questions. But our mind should not be that type of what is called paranoid, all the time doubting, suspicious mind. This also can be wrong. This also can be wrong. This also can be wrong. That is not a mind of a mumukshu sadhaka. Mind is to see how it is right. Is coming from Shruti, I will not gulp it down. At the same time, I have no mind to reject it. But I would not accept it without inquiry. So, how it is right? So, whether you have Shraddha in the Shastra or not, it will be indicated by your approach. Your approach is whether I want to see how it is right or I want to see how it is wrong. Both will do inquiry. But your mind is what? It is something like, when somebody comes, then you are in charge of housekeeping. So, if your approach is that अभी तो रूम हमको बहुत भरा है, there is so much crowd, so your immediate response is जगह नहीं है. There is one approach. Whereas other person is, can I find out some way? I don't want to disturb anybody's room, but can there be some way? In Indian Railways, I don't know whether I saw it somewhere in that videos, that they give reservation for bathroom also. Means, but ticket is not that seats all full. So where you will stand? Okay, well, आप 300 rupees दे दो, bathroom. So idea is that whether you want to give something, Pujya Swamiji used to say this very nicely. He said, when somebody comes for help, what is your mind? Do you want to just dispose that person off saying, I can't do anything? Or you think, he is asking so much, but I cannot do anything, that much. Can I do something? Different approach. In post office, they have been trained. You should try your best to reject the application. That's how they are trained. so that you will not commit mistake. That's how that thinking is that. You should try, reject. When you cannot reject, you accept. Whereas in private, it is opposite. Their approach, default setting is what? Accept. When they cannot accept, then only they will reject. Whereas the post office, what? They will accept only when they cannot reject. You see, it makes so much difference. What is my default setting? Am I ready to accept what Shastra says, but with understanding? Or I want to reject? That decides whether you have Shraddha or not. Many people miss on that. They say, no, Swamiji, I cannot accept anything. So we are not telling you to accept without understanding. But your mind is ready to accept or ready to reject. We are not going to force it into your buddhi. We are not saying that. But whether you have the mind to accept or not. Otherwise you will give different excuses. You will listen. I tell you, every sentence of the Shastra you can find some problem. There is no Shastra Vakya where you cannot find some problem. There will be always some problem. But if you have that mind of a Shraddhalu, then you can see, yes, it has a place. And Shastra is trying to communicate something which is not available for regular communication, regular way of communication. So he is trying to help. It is something like, somebody is trying to help even though there is so much crowd in the ashram, and you find the fault in the room he is giving. बोले ये तो बहुत कॉर्नर में है, उसमें तो पंखा तो ठीक नहीं चल रहा है. He doesn't have room. He is giving his own room and you are finding fault in that. So you have to see that. So samshaya is nothing wrong. But your samshaya is because of your eagerness to understand what Shastra says. I want to accept, but because I have got this thinking faculty, therefore I cannot gulp it down. And therefore, based on what I have heard or what I have seen in life, based on the logic I have understood, I have these doubts. Nothing wrong. And all those doubts, chidyante, they are destroyed. But here also we clarify one thing. Chidyante sarva samshayaha doesn't mean that every sentence of the Upanishad, Vashya Vakya, everything, he will not have any doubt whether this meaning or that meaning. That doubt can be there. Means he can have that whether this here is Brahmapara or Jivapara or something, and or here cha should be Shankadivaranartham or Samuchayartham. That doubt can be there. Basic Brahmapara, Jivapara also will not be there. But he will be free from the doubts regarding Atma being Brahma, Jagat being Nitya, and Brahma being Satyam. And the place of Srishti Prakriya, the Vyavhara, reconciliation, regarding that basic issues he will not have doubt. But regarding some sentence having this word will have Anvaya or another word will have Anvaya, that type of doubt he can have. And he will have answer to that doubt. But for a moment he can have that doubt. So we should not think, see, when Swamiji was explaining, he was also telling this or that. So I think Sarva Samshaya Chidyante not happen. So Paravara Tasmin Drishti not happen. Like immediately we do. That's not there. So Sarva Samshaya Chidyante. The Samshayas which are not allowing me to own up myself to be limitless Brahma, those doubts are not there. And there is no doubt regarding the vision of Shruti. There is no doubt regarding the contradiction between the vision of Shruti and other pramana. Those things are not there. Okay, sarva samshayaha. And asya karmani kshiyante. Karmani here has got the meaning punya papa rupa karmani. Kshiyante, destroyed. Asya, of this wise person. The karmas, punya papa rupa karmas of this wise person are destroyed. And here by karmani, one thing suggested is sanchita karmani. So sanchita karmani kshiyante, agami karmani na utpadyante. In that sense, kshiyante. What about prarabdha karma? Prarabdha karma will continue. From the standpoint of the onlooker, prarabdha karma will continue. Because prarabdha karma is like mukteshu. Mukteshu means released arrow. Once arrow is released, even though you want to change the direction or you want to withdraw it, you cannot. It's already gone. Therefore, this prarabdha karma is not destroyed, but sanchita karma and agami karma are destroyed. There is a lot of discussion that if sanchita, agami and prarabdha, all three are not destroyed, then how karmani can be used? Only sanchita and agami are destroyed. So karma should be there, or karmani should be there, not karma, karmani should be there. Then we say that sanchita are many, so sanchita karmani. So sanchita karmani kshiyante. This type of doubts are there, So asya karmani kshiyante. How kshiyante? How they are destroyed? Swapnat utthitasya jagrata purushasya karmavat. Like the karmas of a person who has woken up from the dream. So in Swapna, person may be doing so many things. Shouted at somebody, slapped also. Because that's what he is doing in Jagrat. So that Swapna he has done so many. Or sometimes Jagrat he cannot do, therefore Swapna he may be doing. Suppose he wants to beat somebody or even kill somebody. In Jagrat he cannot do. Because he tries to do, he will be killed. So in Swapna he will beat him so much. So he did all karma. But when he wakes up, he doesn't have punya papa. So all karma phala is destroyed. And because of akartrutva, nishchaya, agami karma doesn't come. So asya karmani kshiyante. So here, threefold results of Brahmajnanam are given. Hridaya granthi chidyante, atmanatma granthi, ahankara rupa atmanatma granthi chidyante, or avidya kama karma granthi. Here karma will not do because karma is going to separately mention. Avidya kama rupa granthi chidyante. Alright, so this is the first one. Atmanatma adhyasa granthi chidyante, vidyate, and sarva samshaya chidyante, and sarva karmani kshiyante. So hridaya granthi bhedanam, sarva samshaya chedanam, karma kshaya. These are the threefold result. And that is what was told, akhila bandha rahita, etc. And brahmajnanena. So when brahmajnanam happens, the bandha rahita person becomes, that is substantiated by the Shruti. Okay, ityadi Shrutehe. So other Shrutis also are there. Tasya ko moha kashokaha ekatvam anupashyataha. Where it comes? Yes. Matva dhiro harsha shoko jahati. Where it comes? Katha. Very good, wow, great. Matva dhiro harsha shoko jahati. 1 to 12. Okay. Now, regarding this wise person, a possible doubt is answered. There can be a doubt, and that is answered in the next. So what is his status with regard to the karmas? In terms of karma, what is the status of a wise person? That is answered in the next paragraph, or it can be an answer to a possible doubt. What is the doubt? Doubt very interesting. Vidvat Manoranjani Kara gives. He says, does this wise person interact through the body mind sense complex or not? Two options. Does a wise person interact through body mind sense complex or not? Means, is he having the connection to the body mind sense complex and interaction based on that body mind sense complex? If yes, then what is the difference between the wise person and ignorant person? Ignorant person also is having sambandha with body mind sense complex and interacting. Wise person also acting. So, baddhat ko bhedaha is also like any other person. So, before knowledge also he was hungry, he has got knee pain, etc. After knowledge also he will have knee pain, hunger, etc. So, what is the difference? In the beginning, when we come to Vedanta, that all your problems will be solved. So, we thought all our finance problem, this problem, all will be solved. And finally, धीरे स्लाट में आते हैं तो बोले just you will be disidentified. तो बोला थोड़ा एंटी क्लाइमेक्स, थोड़ा चीटिंग जैसा लगता है. So this first question, that if is interacting like an ignorant person, what is the difference? Second is interesting. Second option, if it doesn't interact with the body mind sense complex, then body mind sense complex is not required. Therefore, it should fall off immediately. Moment a person gets knowledge, body mind sense complex, he is not going to interact. Therefore, what? It should drop off. There is something that when you don't use any part, it becomes non-functional. There is in science they have got a particular phenomenon that when you don't use something for a long time, any part, then that function, that part becomes defunct. There is some word that. So he said that this body mind sense complex should drop off, but doesn't happen. We do hear about wise people. So this type of doubt, this is the doubt, that wise person interacts with the body mind sense complex. If you say yes, then he is like a bound person. Still his all body mind sense complex related problems continue. And if he doesn't, then body mind sense complex should follow. But that also is not seen. That possible doubt is answered in the next paragraph. Ayam tu vyuthana samaye mam sashonita mutra purishadi bhajanena sharirena Andhyamandya patuttvadi bhajanena Indriyagramena Ashana pipasa shokamohadi bhajanena Antahkaranena cha पूर्व वासनया क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि भुज्यमानानि ज्ञानाविरुद्धारब्धफलानि च पश्यन् अपि बाधितत्वात् परमार्थतः न पश्यति.
बाधितत्वात् परमार्थतः न पश्यति.
Pashyate should be corrected. यथा इंद्रजालम इति ज्ञानवान्
यथा इन्द्रजालम् इति ज्ञानवान्
तदिन्द्रजालम
तदिन्द्रजालम्
पश्यन्नपि
पश्यन्नपि
परमार्थम इदम इति न पश्यति.
परमार्थम् इदम् इति न पश्यति.
So Siddhanti's answer is that व्यावहारिक दृष्टया or paradrishtya, from the onlooker standpoint, the wise person appears to interact through the body mind sense complex. Interacts means what? He does activity and he receives the result of his prarabdha. Both. Still, from his standpoint, he does not interact. And therefore, answer to your doubt, Vyavaharika Drishtya, yes, he interacts. And therefore, you are seeing the wise person being alive is acceptable. But still he is different from Ajnani. Because he has told that if he is interacting, he should be Ajnani. He is different from Ajnani because he is not looking upon all the interactions through the body mind sense complex as real. He looks upon them as unreal. And therefore, he is different from ignorant person. He is different from ignorant person because he is not seeing the transaction as real, and his body is not falling because prarabdha is there, and prarabdha based body is there, this karma phala is there, and therefore body continues, vyavahara continues. And why this body continues? Because prarabdha continues. Why prarabdha continues? Because prarabdha has already started giving its result. The momentum is already there. That momentum has to be exhausted. And momentum can be exhausted only by going through the experiences brought about by prarabdha. But he is not looking upon all transactions as real. He is very clear about the mithyatvam. Therefore, he is not affected like Ajnani. In fact, that is a sign. Whether I am looking upon everything as mithya or not, one indicator is that whether I am affected by that or not. If you are affected and remains affected, it means that mithyatva nishya is not dhrada. It is something like somebody says, I am seeing this rope, this snake as mithya only, but I have to run away. So he runs away, and somebody said, don't you know it is unreal? I know unreal, but still I am afraid. It means his unreal is not clear. Yes, sometimes momentarily because of past samskara it may happen, but immediately it is neutralized. You may have habitual error, but habitual error is always momentary. So immediately, no, it's not so. Be correct. The knowledge, the ignorance based error will continue, remain for long time till the knowledge comes. That is called ignorance based knowledge. That's what we call viparjaya. And habit based error, habitual error called viparita bhavana, that remains, it goes away. And therefore person will not remain affected for a long time. Just immediately it comes, immediately goes away. Because of samskara, like you have big Brahma and then you are corrected, then you still it goes, but immediately, no, it is west only, it is not east. So because now knowledge has come. So that idea is given in this paragraph. The main sentence is Ayam tu vyuthana samaye sharirena indriya gramena antahkaranena cha purva vasanaya क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि भुज्यमानानि च प्रारब्ध कर्माणि पश्यन्नपि बाधितत्वात् परमार्थतः न पश्यति. पश्यन्नपि बाधितत्वात् परमार्थतः न पश्यति. Clear? Written? No? Okay. Ayam is this wise person. Tu Ajnani Vailakshanyartham. This person. Whereas this person. Vyuthana Samaye. Whereas this wise person at the time of Vyuthana transaction, Vyavahara Samaye, Samadhi Bhinna Samaye. This Vyuthana word is used so much in Yoga Shastra. There are two stages for a yogi. One full-fledged yogi will have two stages, two states. Not stages, states, not stages, states. What are the two states? One is Samadhi Dasha, other is Vyuthana Dasha. Vyuthana Dasha means what? Coming out of meditation. Other is meditative state. One is meditative state, the other is non-meditative state. This is the state of interaction. We also can say Vyuthana Dasha, when we are sleeping Samadhi, and when we come out is what Vyuthana Dasha. So we also can have satisfaction. Vyuthana Samaye. So Vyuthana Samaye practically means Vyavahara Samaye. Samadhi Bhinna Kale. Because in Samadhi there is no action. So he is talking about action here. So Samadhi Bhinna Samaye. Vyavahara Dashayam. Vyavahara Kale. Vyavahara Kale, what happens? Kriyamanani Karmani. Pashyan. He is seeing the actions which are Kriyamanani, which are done. He is aware of the actions being done. So Kriyamanani Karmani Pashyan, that is the connection. A wise person, Pashyan, seeing Karmani, actions which are done. Alright. How actions are done? Purva Vasanaya. On account of earlier vasanas. Purva Vasanaya means different wise people have different Purva Vasanas. Some wise people, they are very contemplative from the beginning of their life. So after wisdom, they will be doing very minimum activity. That too also the activity of going to the temple or doing some japa or something, or sitting in front of the Himalayas or some river or something. That much only they will do. That is their vasana. Whereas some people are highly compassionate. that this world is suffering, something, how nice it something can be done. So that wise person may do more activities. And also which type of activities, whether he will do this activity of opening the hospital, etc., or he will do the activity of only teaching. Purva Vasana. So, Purva Vasanaya Hetuna Kriyamanani Karmani. Alright. And how these karmas are done? They are done with the help of all the accessories required. So what are the accessories? Sharira, the body. Then Indriya Grama, the group of, here Grama doesn't mean village. Grama means the group, a group of organs, Dhanendriyas and Karmendriyas, and Antakaranena cha. So actions which are done due to earlier impressions with the help of the body, Sharirena, Indriya Gramena, the group of organs, and Antakaranena, with the help of the mind. Clear? Now slowly picture is emerging now, because such a long paragraph, so many things are told. So Sharirena, Indriya Gramena, Antakaranena cha, Purva Vasanaya Kriyamanani Karmani. Question. Alright. Now he wants to give the description of the body and also organs and also Antakarana. And by giving the description, he wants to suggest that don't think that the body of a wise person will be a changed body. Like moment he gets wisdom, new body comes to him. Like new dress comes, no? Similarly, immediately wisdom means new body came. There is no such thing. And very special body, which will not have any other problems, so smelling, etc. will not be there, compulsions will not be there. There is no such thing. People somehow that they have got some funny expectation from wise people. A wise person's body should never fall sick. We always think, when we were children, we can't expect our parents to fall sick. Because in our eyes, the parents are God. And we can't imagine God falling sick. You go to the temple and say, Bhagwan today sneeze, so today is only or today he has got diarrhea or something. We don't hear such things, So for us, how God is infallible. Similarly for children, parents are like God, infallible. Therefore child cannot accept my mother is sick. The resistance is there. Therefore it will deny the fact. So similarly, we expect the wise person also to be free from all physical problems. So Ramana Maharshi was told, Ramana Maharshi says, I have knee problem. He used to use oil, he used to apply oil in front of everybody. He said, wise wisdom doesn't mean that this knee problem will go away. It will be there. To convey this idea, it is said, Mamsa Shodita Mutra Purishadi Bhajanena. Bhajana, one meaning is patram, container. So, the body which is containing mamsa, flesh, shonita, blood, mutra, urine, purusha, excreta, feces, adi, bone, etc. So, same sharira, which is having all this. That's why our body looks very nice when it is clothed and it is covered with skin. If you open now, the skin and all this open, no raga will be there. So this is what the reality of the body is. Mamsha Shodita Mutra Purushadi Bhajanena Sharirena. Similarly, Indriya Gramena. That also will have various features like Andhya, the Andhya, Mandya, Patutva, etc. Andhya means blindness. Mandya means this dullness. Here Patutva, the reading also is there. Patutva means this brightness, Apatutvadi means non-brightness. Bhajanena, Indriya Gramena. So Indriya Grama, which is subject to or having. Bhajana means having, containing. Andhya means blindness, mandya, dullness, apatutva, non-clarity, etc. And antakaranena, which is bhajana, which is containing what? Ashana. So here prana is included in antakarana. Ashana, hunger. Pipasa, thirst. Shoka, pain. Grief, moha, delusion, etc. So this particular antakarana, with the help of that, kriyamanani karmani, karmas are done. So immediately question would be there, Swamiji, how a wise person will have shoka mohadi? Answer we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari